Alright, hello y'all and welcome back to my channel. So we just gonna dive right in because to be honest, I didn't plan this very well. We're just going to get started. So 10 interesting facts about me. I do have them written down and I am just gonna kind of go down the list so I don't forget and get off topic. Fact number 1. I park at the back of every grocery store or mall I go to in the parking lot. And this is so true. So I used to try when I first started driving to park at the front to get like the premium parking spot. But sis, it got to a point where if it wasn't handicapped, a lot of the times there was no spot in the front. So I think I got frustrated and your girl just started parking in the back. I feel like it makes me walk. It makes me like get my exercise. It makes me, I don't know, I just feel like I'm doing something, getting some steps in for the day. I don't like hassle when I am leaving. So, you know, when you're at the grocery store, people got their kids walking out through the parking lot, running, they not holding their hand. Or you got somebody elderly that's taking their time and they're not really paying attention. I just don't like to deal with all that at the front of the store because that's a liability. And who not going to jail for you is me. So it's just best if your girl parks at the back. And people hate when they ride with me and I park all the way at the back. Like my mama is like, really? You couldn't have dropped me off at the front? You couldn't have like swung that one a row down? No. Number 2, I've always wanted to learn French and be fluent. So I took Spanish when I was in high school. That was a joke. And then I took Spanish when I was in undergrad as a part of my degree program. Now, I could have chosen any other language. They didn't make me do Spanish, but I thought that was just the thing to do because that's the thing to do. I probably should have gotten into French. I think French is such like a great language, and you know, people always discourage a lot of the times languages other than Spanish because, you know, that's what's predominantly spoken now. And I get it. It's marketable. Like, I get it. But I didn't want to do that. I really wanted to do French. I just love French culture. And a lot of people don't know that. But I really do love French culture. I can't wait until I can go to Paris and experience it. And I would love to be able to go and just be fluent in French. So I think I'm a find a program or something that will teach me, or where I can learn, do some flashcards or something mobile that I can learn a little bit each day. I need to know how to say more than like oui, bonjour, mon amour, like all the basic girl phrases that you see on the walls of apartments and on Pinterest. I need to know how to say more than that. Number 3, I didn't get into makeup seriously until junior/senior year of college. So a lot of people think that I've always like done makeup, and I have, but I haven't. That's just not the case. To be honest, my mama didn't let me wear makeup until I was a senior in high school. Before then, your girl was barefaced and didn't know what I was missing because we didn't have all of this stuff that the girls have now. We didn't have all of this YouTube, and we didn't have all of these Instagram like tutorials. Like, that just wasn't a thing. So if you didn't like go to the MAC counter and get your makeup done, which was tragic, or if you didn't know somebody who knew somebody for the time, like who could really do makeup for the time, you just didn't do it. And my mama thought that was kind of grown at that age. So she was like, look, when I became a senior, she let me put on mascara, lip gloss, and then I had this foundation, but it was the powder. Girl, that was a hot mess. It was that CoverGirl powder. Ooh! Terrible. Just cakey. No setting spray, no primer. Really used to do the bare minimum. Then I got to college, and I really had to start fresh and learn, okay, what do I like? What looks good? How do I do my eyebrows? How do I even start to do foundation the right way? Like, I couldn't put on lashes. I couldn't do liner. Like, I used to cry to my friend because I couldn't get a wing liner down, and that was the hot topic when I got to college, was like the bold black wing. Child, couldn't do it. It really took me experimenting for a minute before I could say I was into makeup. Now, yes, I have always been interested in makeup. I've always been the girliest of girls. I love anything beauty related. I've been like that since I was a little girl, doing the doll hair, looking at, you know, other people's makeup. I've always been a girly girl, that's true, but I have not always been into makeup. I was doing what I could do when I could do it, and we were just, that was it. So when I became a junior and a senior, I had a roommate that knew more than I did, and she kind of like taught me what was what. She was like, yeah, you do this, you don't do that, you do this. And granted, she was still learning too, but she knew more than I did. So she kind of helped me out. And then after that, I was really self-taught. Like, I've always been creative. And if you think about it, makeup, all it is really art. It's art on your face. So once I kind of put two and two together, I started experimenting. And I really believe, like, you don't get better at stuff until you do it enough. And I would take days, and sometimes I hated my makeup. Like, it was trash, it was ugly. I just took a wipe and threw the whole face away. But the more I started to take that time to practice and really just get to know what I liked, what looked good on my face, what was popping, what was not, then it made me want to keep doing it. And that's how I really got into makeup. So I taught myself how to do cut creases, how to pack on glitter, how to do liner. I taught myself how to put on lashes. I didn't always know how. I just had to pick a time to start. Number 4, I went natural in 2013 because I ruined my hair. Flat ironing, perming, my edges were bald. I couldn't even do a ponytail, and I never had the desire to. So, true. I didn't ever think I was gonna go natural. Like that, that was never a thing. But it kind of got to a point where I didn't have a choice because your girl was going bald. And anybody that knows me from around that time can testify, like, it was bad. And my best friend always jokes, like, friend, I was trying to tell you, like, not to burn your hair out like that. Okay, whatever. I've always had an unhealthy relationship with my hair, and I'm still figuring out how to do it like the right way because I'm still messing up sometimes. But y'all, back in 2013, before 2013 when I went natural, it was bad. High school, every morning I would flat iron and curl my hair to hell. Then I had a perm. I feel like I was getting perms too often, and I had my first perm when I was 5. At that point, I never knew the real texture of my hair. It was just like, oh, we always get perms. We want it straight. We want to be able to style it, you know, do the edges, and just be able to manage it throughout the week without too much hassle. So I always thought, well, it has to be straight or it has to be curly because I really like volume, which is why I was putting all that heat in my hair. I was like, oh, my hair needs to be like voluminous. I need to be walking down the hallway and they need to be like, oh, who is it? Who is it? Who is it? It's Trees. That was not the effect I was giving. Ha! We was looking like distressed. And it got so bad when I got to college that I couldn't put my hair in a ponytail. My edges were gone. I've always had like thinner edges on one side since I was a baby. So that was there regardless. But other than that, it was all me. It was all me. Being irresponsible, being reckless, not paying attention to what I actually needed to do. I was spraying that olive oil hairspray to hell. Y'all, it was just bad. And I made a decision like out the blue to just go natural because I was like, I don't think, sis, we really got a choice at this point. Because if you don't go natural, you're not going to have no hair. I didn't start wearing wigs until 2013. And I remember the first wig I bought, it was this short hair wig. I thought I was so bold. I had my friend braid down my hair. And my hair was so bad, y'all, she had to use braiding hair just to get my hair to braid. And I was like, that's how I knew I was bad. I didn't want to chop. I just said, we gonna transition. So that meant I was growing out my hair in braids, wearing wigs, and then we would trim the ends that were dead once my natural hair started growing back. I never had the desire to, but I made a split decision, and I'm glad I did, because the creamy crack life is just not for me. I'm not against it, but I really feel like you have to know your hair, and you have to know how you manage your hair in order to make sure that you're caring for it in a way that it's going to be healthy. Okay, number 5. I love appliances. So this is true. I really do love like household appliances. I like toasters, rice cookers. I like all of that stuff. And every time I go to Walmart or I go to Target, I'm like, ooh, what new vacuums they got. Like, I'm such a middle-aged woman in the spirit. And so I love household appliances. Like, I want everything. I want a popcorn maker. Like, it's just some unnecessary appliances that I want. I want a waffle maker. I want a panini maker so I can press my own sandwiches. For what? How often am I going to press sandwiches? Probably not that often, but you know what? If I get a panini maker, I might step it up and start pressing sandwiches for the folks. I already have a Keurig, but I want one of those air fryers. Boy, don't let me get an air fryer. One of those hot dog rollers. Now, I don't even eat hot dogs like that, y'all. And if I do, I'm eating like turkey hot dogs. But look, I might throw a little bratwurst, a little taquito. You know, when you go to QT and they have the taquitos that be rolling, I might put some of them on that little hot dog roller if I got one. I love appliances. I love looking at new washing machines. When you go to Sears, you know your mama used to take you to Sears and you would see like all of the new appliances they would have. That was fun for me. Some kids would like want to go to the toy section or be like, bye. No, I want to stay because I want to see like what this dryer finna do. Probably going to end up being that woman that has an appliance for everything, like hosting a potluck, and I got one of those crock pots that has 3 sections. That's gonna be me. I already know, like that's gonna be me. So I really do have, I wouldn't even say it's odd because we use appliances every day, but I have like an obsession with household appliances. So I go to people's houses. Wow, what kind of toaster is this? And they like, sis, toaster ovens. Toaster ovens are my jam too. Okay, so anybody that's watching, get me an appliance. Like if I ever end up getting married, having a baby, it's on a Wednesday, get me an appliance and we can be friends. Number 6, my guilty pleasure is chicken strips and French fries or lemon pepper wings and fries. And if you follow me on Instagram, sometimes I do those little polls or those quizzes just because I be bored and I think they fun sometimes just to see like who knows what about me. But that was one of the questions that I asked a while back is what's my guilty pleasure food? And I put like burgers, Alfredo, and those are all foods I like. Like I love a big juicy bacon barbecue burger. I love chicken or shrimp Alfredo with a lot of Parmesan cheese. That's so bad for you, but I really do love it. But that's not what I'm gonna eat during the week for like a go-to cheat meal or go-to I really just want to binge. I love a good crispy chicken tender. Don't let it be like the honey chipotle chicken crispers from Chili's. And I love lemon pepper wings from Wingstop. I've become so biased. I'm so picky about lemon pepper because of Wingstop. Like, that's just a different breed of lemon pepper. They don't make it like that everywhere. And if you have the same feelings, you know what I'm talking about. That's just a blessed version of lemon pepper. And I've always thought about going vegetarian, only being pescatarian. But look, your girl can't give up the chicken strips and fries. I can't give up the lemon pepper wings and fries. That's why I can't ever make it and be great and be vegan and be healthy. I don't really want to be vegan, but you get what I'm saying. So it's just something about it with ranch. It's so simple, but it's a go-to. Like you go to a restaurant, you don't know what you want to get and you don't really know what they about. I say it's real hard to mess up chicken tenders and fries, so that's everybody's go-to. And people in our generation love to be like, oh, well, if you don't expand your palate, like you basic. Okay, I try a lot of different foods, but I'll be basic if it means I like chicken tenders and fries because I do. My jam is really like boneless wings, and all my friends like them just chicken nuggets with a little sauce. I'ma eat it. Fries, ranch. That's just a combo that was just made for me. Okay? I can go on all day. I'ma move on. I mean, look at Chick-fil-A. What do they serve? Chicken and fries. Tell me it ain't blessed. Lie and say it's not blessed. Okay? That's a concept. That's why they so successful. Because everybody loves chicken and fries. Okay, that Popeye sandwich, it was a whole big old chicken tender on bread. And then I got a side of fries. And I just felt like the happiest girl in the world. That's how I know it's like becoming that time of the month. Because I'm like, ooh, I just gotta knock somebody down for some chicken strips and fries. So, if you didn't know, now you know. Number 7, I love the travel size products at the store. Some people only go over there because, you know, duh, they traveling and they need the stuff that you can put in the bag for the airplane. It's convenient. They don't want to bring all the stuff from home. I do that too. But sometimes I just go over there just to go over there because they have the best stuff. Like if you want to try a new product and you don't know how it's going to be and you don't want to spend all your coins, if you're frugal like me, on the whole thing, you go around and get the smaller version. And then if you just find yourself like continuously buying the smaller version, then at that point you can buy the bigger one. I try so much stuff in the small section because it's really, you got nothing to lose. It's probably like $1 or $2 depending on what it is. It can fit in your purse. It can fit in a backpack. You know, you can test it out, and if you figure out you hate it, you can throw it away and you only spent like $2 instead of buying a whole bottle or something. So I love when the products I love end up in small travel sizes because that's just so convenient. Like, I just love the convenience. There are so many like different brands that are starting to do that. Even with makeup, like Fenty makes like the smaller version of the primer. Like, that's so great because how many people have probably gotten their primer snatched up at airport check-in security? And that's reasons to fight. Like, somebody take your Fenty primer at the airport, you gotta catch these hands on sight. I get witch hazel in travel size, and not to, like I said, TMI again, but like fresh wipes, I feel like every woman should keep a pack of fresh wipes from Cottonelle or from Wet Wipe or somebody in their purse. Like when you're in the bathroom and you just want to feel a little fresh, you know, those come in handy. If you got kids and you on the go, don't nobody want to carry around that whole thing of like wipes and just all this extra stuff. You might as well get the travel size and be able to just snatch it and go. Target has the best travel size section. Walmart is alright if you just need something quick because you finna get on the plane. But if you really want to try stuff out, bruh, go to Target. They have everything. Contact solution, like, bruh. Travel size stuff is where it's at. And I think because I'm also a little person, I think it's cute that some of these products come in like little sizes. I'm like, oh, it's my size. It might be childish, but I love it regardless. Ooh, number 8, I'm a super romantic. This is definitely true. I am a sucker for love. I am a sap. Y'all, I read romance books. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I'm more of I believe in black love. And, you know, you love who you love. I also believe in that too. So, you know, if you're in an interracial relationship, like, I don't see a problem with that at all. That's not what I'm saying. But me personally, I am a proponent of black love. And so a lot of the romance movies that I watch or the romance novels that I read, they contain black folks or they're about black folks. Because that's something that I aspire to have. I am such a romantic to the point where it can be detrimental because I have this idealized version of love. I'm like, well, it should be like this, because not even because of the books, just because of how I think personally. Like, even if I never read the books, I think God just wired me like that, where I'm super lovey, I'm super like one of those people that want to take the walks in the park and go to, like, Christmas time. I feel like Christmas time is romantic. I'm just one of those people. And it's rough out here being a romantic in a generation full of folks that, like, don't think like that, or they don't think it's necessary, or they think it's extra. And I've run across a lot of dudes that, like, they'll know that about me and they still don't do nothing about it. And I'm not dealing with that no more. That's a whole nother conversation. We can say that topic for another chit chat. But yeah, I'm super duper romantic. I think it's so beautiful when people, like, take the time, really plan stuff out. Of course, you have to know the person that, you know, you're doing this for, because maybe they don't like a whole bunch of extra stuff. But if somebody just has the thought to go out their way to plan super sweet stuff and really cute dates, and, you know, people aren't afraid to profess their love in public. Like, I think that's such a beautiful thing, because not a lot of people do that. I have aunts and uncles that have been married for 50 plus years, 30 plus years. And granted, they haven't been perfect. That's, like, romantic to me. Like, people make it that long. Like, you wanted to spend your whole life with somebody that long? What? A concept. Like, where they do that at? Not nowadays. You be lucky you make it past a year with no mess, okay? So, like I said, it's a special, I saw this post, it's a special kind of hell being a romantic in this generation, because a lot of people don't know what that looks like. Like, they didn't see people in love. They haven't seen people express love. And I feel like everything is for the gram nowadays. But outside of that, I'm an old school romantic. Like, play me a song. All the old school romantic songs. Like, I Like It by, like, DeBarge, Belle DeBarge. You know what I'm talking about. Like, that man spent a whole song saying how he liked the way she combed her hair, and he liked the stylish clothes she wore. Like, what? A concept. Definitely a picnic in the park. Take me to the fair. Tell me you love me or whatever, like, type of woman. And I refuse to settle for a non-romantic man. I thought I was just gonna have to let up, and that was just gonna be how I was, and nobody was gonna be able to match it. But now I'm like, forget that. Somebody gonna be romantic with me. I really have to watch it, because, like I said, I can be really idealistic when it comes to love, but a lot of love is really practical, and the older you get, the more you figure that out. What can I say? Your girl loves love. Number 9, I have a terrible sweet tooth. And I think I got that from my mama. Like, every time we eat, or every time she used to finish eating when I was growing up, she'd be like, okay, what we got in here for dessert? And I'm like, do desserts have to come after every meal? That's a thing? Like, we can't just let the meal marinate for what it was? Desserts were definitely a thing in our household. And the older I got, now I find myself doing that. And I have to watch it, because I be trying to be healthy out here. But then I'm like, man, you know what would slap? Some cheesecake. You know what would hit? Boy, a warm brownie. A warm fudgy brownie with a scoop of vanilla bean ice cream. Y'all. And see, you can't be thinking like that every meal, because that's how you start gaining weight. But I really do love dessert. Like, I'm a dinner person for sure. Dinner is my favorite meal of the day. But outside of dinner, like, I want dessert. Apple pie, apple crumble with vanilla ice cream, bread. I'll even take, like, a popsicle. Like, sometimes I just have to chew some gum to get over my sweet craving, and it's really bad. Or I've started buying more fruit, so that I'm not feeling like I have to have something dipped in chocolate or something, like, smothered in caramel. It satisfies it for me, because, you know, fruit has a different type of sugar. So I have a really bad sweet tooth. And it is what it is. I low-key want to get into baking. Baking like lemon bars and lemon blueberry combo is so good. Like lemon cake, pound cake. I really want to learn how to make like a cheesecake. But I've just been holding off because I know who gonna eat all of that. I'm gonna have to find some friends to give the stuff I bake away to while I'm practicing. Because if I eat all that by myself, I know I'll eat all of it by myself. Alrighty, and number 10. I only like sugary sweet smells in my house or clean smells. So let me explain what that means. I am definitely a 5 senses person. So when I'm in my house, I like certain textures, I like certain smells, I like to see certain stuff. Like your house, I feel like should be an experience. It should be like a total 360 of like who you are. And so considering I like all of that stuff, when I come in my house, I want it to smell a certain way, I want it to look a certain way, all of that, yada yada yada. And I have a wax warmer because I like candles, but I prefer wax because if I leave it on, I'm not worried about it. Or I can switch up the smells more often. But I love the fall food scents. And anybody that's been in my house or that knows me knows that I don't want to smell no hot tropical rainforest. Like that's just, I don't like that. Hot fruit just makes me upset. Why does it smell like hot fruit? Like the summer scents, I do not rock with the summer scents. At Bath and Body Works, even the lotions and all of that, like I don't want to smell that. I want to smell warm brownie like when I walk in the house, or I want to smell chocolate chip cookie. And people get upset because they think I'm baking. One second, y'all, I need to get my pencil for my mold. So yeah, people get upset because they think like I'm baking, and in reality, nah, sis, that's just my candle. So anything like food related, I will pick it up. I've gotten like Nutter Butter Bar flavored, scented, whatever, wax cubes, apple pie. That's more so where I fall. Now, I will say in my bathroom, that's a little weird to me. I don't like food smells in the bathroom. So sometimes I'll have 2 different smells going. And in the bathroom, I'll have like lemon and basil or clean laundry. I do like the clean scents because I love the smell of detergent and I love the smell of like lemon, basil, however you say it. I feel like each room needs to smell a certain way, and that can get really mixy when you're like in an apartment and all the rooms are so close together. But I don't always burn them at the same time. So when I'm thinking about, oh, I want the bathroom to smell like this, well, I probably only burn that for the day. So I'll definitely do like the clean laundry, lemon and basil, you know, fresh linen, blah, 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 blah. But in my living room, that's the homey part. In my kitchen, that's like down home, earthy. I want that to smell like I just pulled something out the oven, although I didn't. Please don't. I'm begging you. Please don't get me like pina colada surprise or cherry popsicle explode. Like that's nasty. And granted, apple pie is hot fruit. That's just different. Like everybody like the smell of apple pie. Tell me you don't like the smell of like cookies baking. Lie and say you don't. You lying, because I know you do. Those are the smells that need to radiate through my home because those are the smells of my spirit. I like desserts. We just went over this. So that needs to be what's in my house. Honestly, if I could have like a bread scented candle, like garlic bread. Tell me you wouldn't buy a garlic bread scented candle. Is that nasty? Leave me a comment and let me know. Would you buy a garlic buttered bread scented candle, a Texas Roadhouse roll candle? Oh, they better not. They better not, because guess who's gonna have it? Me. All right, y'all, so that was all 10 of my little random about me facts. Now I'm just doing my lips. All right, y'all, so that is it. That is 10 interesting facts about your girl. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It helps me out a lot. And go ahead and hit the subscribe button, sis. You might as well become a part of the Trice tribe. I like to turn friends into family, and if you stayed around this long, you need to go ahead and just click, okay? That just is what it is. Accept it for what it is. I will see you guys in my next video. Love y'all. Bye.